Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 29. It is Wednesday morning, and we are on our way. Yesterday, the Amish came to our house to install the cabinets and got almost done and realized that they were missing something. They had forgotten something, and so they had to drive a couple hours back home, and they're coming back today to finish the install. So it looks really good so far. They did a good job cleaning up as they go. There's a little bit of sawdust and stuff like that inside the cabinets, which I'm sure they're going to vacuum up, but other than that, it looks really, really good. We have some wiring and stuff to change. We're adding a double oven on top of our regular, so we have a gas stove, and then we're adding a double oven also. So we need the wiring for that, and then we moved the refrigerator, so we need to run the line for the water to go a little bit further. It'll go through a cabinet to get there now, so that's another thing. Other than that, all that looks really good. It'd be nice to have use of our kitchen again. We're not going to have countertops for a while because we haven't ordered those yet, but once this install is done today, we can have someone come out maybe tomorrow and get those measured out, and it should be 2 to 3 weeks for that to come in, so that's all good. Today I'm slightly tired, not too bad though, feeling pretty good overall considering it's been dark and snowy for weeks out here. So considering all that, I think I'm doing all right. My car says that it's 22 degrees outside, which seems right. It did snow a little bit yesterday, not really any accumulation. The feels like temperature says 9 degrees right now, and let's see what it looks like here. Going out, we're back to the single digits again, it looks like, through Saturday, and then after that, it looks like we'll be above freezing for the high after that, as far as you can see. Monday the 16th, I am going to Las Vegas. I'll be there for whatever Monday through Friday is, 4 days, 5 days, 5 nights, 4 days, 5 days, 4 nights. So that would be a good trip. Hopefully pick up some good AV on that trip and get some momentum, and then we'll start setting up our next meeting and next meeting after that. So I did ask Caesars for a room, and I have not heard back from the guy, although I can check. Man, now all kinds of options on my email that not now, not now, next, not now, maybe later, not now. What is this? Maybe later. Whatever. And don't allow. Never ever want anything to be sending me messages if I can help it. Anyway, okay. Alright, so I'll check to see if he got back to me on that, and also I had a message from the Venetian, and they liked, I guess, what happened last time I was there, so they were happy, and they're inviting me again. They're giving me $150 in slot play and $50 in food, I guess. So I'll be booking that as well. I asked them to set that up for me as well, and so that should be good. So hopefully I'll have Caesars and Venetian. I will check with the Wynn in a couple days and see what they have to say. They weren't very happy with me last time, so they haven't really invited me back. We'll see if they start doing that again. It looks like that one of those days, maybe Wednesday of that week, is somewhat of an expensive day, so I don't know what's going on in Vegas on that day, but whatever. we will have at least the Venetian and possibly 2 more. Anyway, just getting on the road. I have an early meeting I have to pull over for. This is going to be a new team meeting that's every day, and we go over the vulnerabilities found the day before. So we'll see how that goes and how long that lasts. Hopefully that doesn't go longer than a week or two. So anyway, that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, a few hours later, about 3 hours later, just finished up our meeting, and actually ended up being a greater team meeting. It wasn't the one I was expecting. That one hasn't started yet, but this one included some people from Europe as well. So we did that meeting and got that taken care of. And right now we are good until late this afternoon, early afternoon, where there's a working meeting that I was invited to, but don't have to really go to it. So we'll see if I'm available. If I'm not on a table or anything like that, I may sit in on that for a little while just to make myself visible. Otherwise, if I'm busy, I won't do that. Right now we're still about 40 minutes away, almost 45 minutes away from our first stop, and our hope today is get some slot sessions in, get some blackjack in, get back on the right track, and just start building, and just take it one step at a time. That one day was just an enormous swing, not even including stock market stuff. Down 18, plus 11, plus 1, plus like 20 bucks, all kinds of swings up and down, and hopefully today is a little bit more stable and we move in the right direction. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back and just heading back to the car. It's been an hour and a half, and got no table time in at all. Walked around with other Advantage players for a long time. Played one play with them and lost money, and then did some other stuff on my own, made a little bit of money, and just overall found it very difficult. And today was like a who's who of Advantage play. There were so many people in there doing it. It was very difficult to make any kind of money. So I am going to leave and go elsewhere. Man, yeah, it's too hard right now. I ended up making $219 profit there, and we're going to move on to another place, and hopefully we get some slot play in. I doubt we'll get any table time in at this place, and then we're going to move on to a whole different region. I think since I'm going to be out overnight, I might as well just get some miles, try to hit some different places, and hopefully make some money. So we're going to go hit a different region after this casino, most likely, and I may stay in that region for 2 shifts depending on what the games are like, how busy it is, things like that. So and I was thinking about going in with my jacket, without my jacket, and with a hat maybe. Haven't really decided yet, so we'll figure that out as well. License-wise, I'll need to cover up my plates at that casino that I'm thinking about going to, so that'll be important. Really, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, so this next spot, I'm not expecting to make a lot of money, but hopefully we can pick up another 100 or 2, and then we'll figure things out from there. But so far, the weather is good, but the play has been awful. Here it's 31 degrees, so it's a decent day. Don't really need a jacket if there's no wind out and it is sunny outside, so that's cool. All right, let's move on to another spot, and I'll be back to update you. Real quick, as I'm moving on to this next casino, I wanted to mention last night I did end up making about $700 online. So although yesterday was a bust and I wasn't able to actually get inside a casino, I was able to make about $500 in one place and $200 in another place gambling. So there are still some possibilities out there. They're a lot harder to find than they used to be, but it is possible too. So we did make a little bit of money yesterday. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and that place is a real dump. It really is. It's a big place, a low quality place, low quality individuals, bad neighborhood, bad tables, bad rules, just a dump of a place. And it's like, I don't know, what I would imagine, like Back to the Future, whatever part had the futuristic stuff, part 3, I think. That's where I would think, that's how I would think the rules would be in a casino like that, where Biff owns everything and everyone's losing all their money and all that stuff. That's what I imagine. It's such a bad place. With that being said, played 2 advantage plays, lost money on both of those. Played a third one, lost money on that one, and then had 2 more and made money on both of those, and actually ended up ahead. I was gonna eat there as well, but I decided not to. There's some better places to eat around here. I did see the head of security, which supposedly was looking for me a while back. I walked right up to him, right by him, and looked him right in the eyes as I walked by him. He didn't say a word, so obviously I must be good, unless he just doesn't remember a good-looking guy like me. I think that's really hard to believe, that he wouldn't remember a good-looking guy like me. So it looks like everything is smoothed out, everything is good. You know, I hope I'm going to the right one of these 2 stores. Let's see what the address is, because which one is this? It's the one in Favorites. It's the right one. Okay. They got 2 of these, and one of them is terrible. And it's the same store. The other one has better prices, better people. Anyway, I ended up leaving ahead $256, and we're going to go grab some food. By the time we finish grabbing the food, it will be time for this meeting. I think I can do the meeting while I'm muted with the camera off. So I think I could do it while I'm driving, and it'll look like I'm a team player. I can listen to it, all that kind of stuff, without having to stop. Because I think the next place that I'm going to go to is a 2-hour drive, almost 2 hours. We're going to head there. I'll verify it here in a minute. And then we're going to go to another place 2 hours from there, and then another place an hour from there, and then 2 more hours will bring me right back to this area again. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I think it's a good plan, but I just want to double check the map to make sure I'm not wasting a bunch of time on a place that's not going to give me a lot of money. So this will give me a chance to play a double deck game as well, so hopefully that turns out okay. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up. We're going to go grab some food, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, got it all mapped out. We are going to go to at least 4 more casinos. They're all pretty far apart. Most of them are at least 2 hours apart. So we have 12 hours of driving left between now and the time we get home in the morning, most likely, or in the afternoon tomorrow. So we're going to take our time and do what we can do to make money. Next stop is going to be a place that has a lot of slot machines, has double deck, a lot of opportunities. So hopefully we can find something worthwhile there. So that's where we're heading right now. I did stop and get some food, and we'll be eating that, enjoying that in the car. It's a sunny day. Our meeting started, but I did not join the meeting because I was busy with another issue for work, but I'm good now. So just going to be driving about an hour and 45 minutes from where I am right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, finally arrived at this place, walking in, got my plate cover on, and I just realized the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, was asked to investigate why silver went down 18% in an hour, and there was supposed to be a stop that kicked in at 10%, and it didn't kick in. And guess what? They're not going to investigate. And guess why? Because they're in on it. They want to suppress it. So anyway, we're going to go in here, and I'll come back and update you.
I'm just leaving. I just turned this on. They're playing I Shot the Sheriff. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I was just talking to security on the way out. He's like, have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. And I'm thinking, one day you're not going to think that way. You're not going to wish that on me next time. Anyway, it was okay, really. Man, that guy stunk like marijuana. People, you guys smell like a butt. How could you enjoy that stuff? Anyway, ended up only playing slots. Very few tables open. The ones that were open were busy. They were actually shooting a commercial in there. So that was another thing going on. A lot of people were watching that. Is this my car? No. So yeah, overall was pretty good. Played 5 or 6 different things, and overall did pretty well, and ended my session ahead. $520, so plus $520, and we're gonna move on. I was gonna add another place. It's only like 40 miles from here, but they took all the good stuff out of there, and they were kind of not the nicest people last time I was there on the tables. So I think it's better if I skip that place, and we'll move on to the next place, which is about 2 hours away. So I'm just gonna take my jacket off here. Oh gosh. Believe it or not, it's still light out. Got myself some nice Asian food while I was in there as well. General Tso's chicken, which I know has some carbs in it because it is sweet, but I got it with no rice. I just asked them to put more protein and vegetables in there, and I actually paid a little extra for some extra chicken in there too, so it should be pretty tasty. Okay, first thing on the agenda, like I said, if I didn't mention it already, plus $520 at that place. No table play. We're up almost $1,000 for the day. Let's keep building on it. First thing that we need to do, we're going to go half a mile or maybe or so down the street to a gas station, but not the closest gas station because it's owned by the casino. Closest hotel owned by the casino as well, so we got to be careful. But we just have to make it about 3/4 of a mile, I'd say, max, without getting pulled over for not having a license plate on the car. And we'll get the fake plate pulled off, and then we'll continue on our way. So, yeah, that's, and everything I did worked out like as luckily as it could have in there. I got the most value that I could for what I did. So I'm pretty happy about that. First one actually was bad. I lost 120 right away. But after that, everything went really, really well. So anyway, that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. Oh, I'm so tired. All right, it's dark now, in case you were wondering. It wasn't before, but it's dark now. I'm getting close to this place, about 5 minutes away. I had that General Tso's chicken. Okay, I hate to burst your bubble here, and I'm going to tell you right now, before I rate it, that was some of the worst General Tso's I've ever seen. I got that at a casino in the section where all the Asian players play. Are you kidding me? That was ridiculous. That was like chicken strips with nasty sauce on there. Did not taste like General Tso's at all. Wasn't even sweet. It was like a bitter taste. It was awful. So, anyway, here we are, getting so close right now, only a mile, 1.5 miles away from the casino. I'm so excited. There's 2 casinos close to each other. We're going to go to the smaller one first. For those who know me, you know where I am. We're going to go to the smaller one first and see if we can make 50 or 100. Then we'll go to the big one and spend a little bit of time there. And then from here, after we leave these 2 casinos, we're going to another casino that I really, really like. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's about an hour from here. Nobody goes there. And every once in a while you can find some good plays there. I know there's some people who go there and check the machines there, but I really enjoy going to that one. I don't know why. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a tiny casino, but it's got a giant hotel, which makes no sense at all. But let's hop into these couple spots, and then let's move on to the next spot, and hopefully I'll come back with some good news for you. All right, guys, I am back, and just left the smaller of the casinos. Not much in there. I think I played 2 plays, maybe 3, and actually I think just 2, in and out, and not really much going on. A bunch of older people, older machines, some of them very old, some of them with the screens turned off, really, really old machines. And but we still ended up making a little profit, and we're moving on, plus $88, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back, and it was okay. Couldn't really play any tables again. Blackjack was full. Double deck was 6 to 5. I think they have a single deck, but I don't think I saw it. So I think it was just double deck tonight, and 6 deck. There was poker available, but I really didn't want to sit down and get tired sitting there. I've got a lot more driving to do, so decided not to do that. Just played slots. Probably played 4 different plays. The crowd in there was very old. There were very, very few young people in there. But you know, I looked for everything that I could and really wasn't finding much, but still ended up making some money. Ended up leaving ahead $233. So where are we at today? 2, 4, 70, 9, 90, 10, 80, 11, 12, like 13, 10 or something like that. So that's not bad. Normally I would just be getting home, but right now I'm about 5.5 to 6 hours from home. I remember one Sunday night being here at like 1 or 2 in the morning and being so tired, and it's Monday morning and I have to be at work and being so tired. I made it home, but I swore that day I wouldn't get myself in that situation again. I can't promise that I'm not going to, but hopefully not. I don't have a hotel for tonight. It's still early enough, though, that we can go for a long time without sleeping. So, got a lot of steps in already today. Got 10,440 steps so far. Considering I've driven 4, 6, 8, 9 hours today, that's a lot of walking. So you can tell I wasn't sitting at a blackjack table today. But we're making money. We're moving forward, and right now we're going to go on to the next place. Looks like it's an hour and 20 minutes away. Like I said, it's a small place, but it's a pretty decent place. I've never been there in the daytime. I wish I had. There's a nice lake right there, but I've never seen the lake in the daytime. So I usually kind of like drive up to it. It's in a residential area too. It's funny because it's like a dead-end residential street, and I kind of park at the end of the street, and it seems like it's always either snowing or raining when I'm here. But speaking of which, somebody said it might be snowing tomorrow. There's my daughter. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So when I left home this morning, after about 90 miles of driving, I stopped for fuel. I just stopped for fuel again, and I wasn't out of gas yet. I still had some range left, but I know that there aren't a lot of gas stations in this area, and I didn't want to be too tight. I've been in this exact spot before and had to worry about finding a place. So since that time this morning, and all those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles, I've only used a little over 9.5 gallons of fuel. So this is definitely saving me money with this car. My first payment on the car is the 15th of the month, and I'm already at 90, I don't know, I can't see it, 9,400 miles on the car. So yeah, I mean, definitely before the first payment I'll be at 5 figures on the miles. So anyway, continuing on, still about 50 minutes away from our next stop. I'll be back. Alright guys, as I'm continuing on, you know, one good thing about those last 2 casinos is they both had Diet Mountain Dew, which you don't see very often, but I have not seen a car for about 20 minutes driving here. So it's been kind of a desolate road, um, 2-lane highways, snow, everywhere. The roads are clean, but it's tougher driving. Worried about animals jumping out because they're narrow streets, lots of residential areas. Fastest speed limit in the area is 55. We're doing 35, 45, 55. So still a ways away. It's like at this point, my internet's so weak that my maps are like not completely downloading. So I get like a section that's, there we go, now it is again. So I'm going in and out of range right now, but I am so far from home right now. A flight would be probably a faster way to go at this point. All right, so we're still 17 miles away, 25 minutes to get there, and all this is going to be for like 20 minutes max when I get there, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to remember if this is the place that has, I think this place has the bar that had okay food last time. I think it is. I think I remember which one this was on the inside, and they might have some decent food there that we can get. So I've got the map up on the screen on the car with the satellite image, and I can see everything around me is either forest or farmland, completely desolate, empty area here. Very few houses. Everything's pretty spread out. But I'm feeling good. Been dark for probably 4 hours, but I'm still feeling good. And I'll come back and let you know what happens. All right, guys, I am back, and I'm trying to remember. Okay, gotta put this in my notes. Just left this place, and I keep forgetting how big this place really is inside. Because it's like it looks small from the outside, but it's kind of like 3 different areas inside. So it's not terribly small. I walk in. I see a game that's in range, but a game I don't like because it has high variance, and it can really stick it to you if it doesn't work out right. And I started playing it, $10 a spin, and it was just going nowhere. And I actually abandoned the play because I know it could go $10,000, at least $3,000 if it goes badly. So I just let it go. I was down $300. And I just thought, there's better places to spend my money. Why take a deal like that? The upside is not high enough. Because the upside was only going to be about 700 or 800, and it could really get you in a bad spot. And then you'd need to have to hit bonuses on the way while you're trying to win what you're trying to win, and all that just to end up getting even at the end. So for the first time in a long time, I abandoned the play, minus 300. Went around, looked at some other stuff. I was down as much as 500 at one point. Ended up coming back. I was ahead like $35, and played another one at $1 a spin, and that one was pathetic too. And then found another play at $4. Played that, and that got me ahead $90, something like that. I think something like that, maybe a little less than 90. Maybe actually it was like $100. And then played one more play, and this old lady sitting next to me was like, "I hope you do better than me. I've been losing at this game for an hour and a half," and that game is brutal. I mean, at the most you're going to be in it probably 5 to 10 spins, and if she'd been playing it for an hour and a half, she's getting punished for a long time. I ended up hitting that for a quick 100. And ended up leaving ahead $190, so plus another 190 more. And that was our furthest point. Now we're heading back toward the direction of home. We have a 2.5 hour drive to our next stop, and it'll be after midnight by the time we get there. So I guess we can kind of go through our segments here. What did you eat today, MW?
I actually had a couple things. I had that, what's it called? General Tso's chicken. That was awful. I've never seen General Tso's be like a chicken strip. No rice. It was terrible. It was a 4 on a scale of 2 through ace. And then just now at this place, I actually got myself a nice white chocolate cookie, homemade cookie that they have here. Took a picture of their price list. Instead of soda, it says pop, which is kind of cool because I always grew up calling it pop, and it wasn't until just the last 10 years or so that people are like, "What's pop? You got to call it soda." So and now I call it soda, but so I got myself a bottle of pop and white chocolate chip cookie, and took that with me, and it was okay. I mean, I guess it was worth the trip. I don't know, a lot of driving. And what did you tip today, MW? Actually, 2 different things. I tipped today. Just now when I bought the soda and the cookie, I tipped my change, which was 50 cents. 50 cents. And then my voucher ended in 2 cents at the end. And you could donate it. I said no to donating it and just left it in the machine for the next person after me. They can have the 2 cents. So I tipped 50 cents plus 2 cents I gave away. So big money for me. Big money for you. And then what did you learn today, MW? I learned I still got it, man. I still got it. Just because there's no blackjack doesn't mean that there's no money to be made. But with that being said, we're going to go play some blackjack now. Our next stop is going to be a casino where nobody knows me on the night shift. And we're going to go play some blackjack there. And hopefully we have some good variance, make some decent money there. I think I'll wrap this one up. We'll start a new episode. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.